All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Accessibility Advisory Committee for Gravenhurst. Thank you all for being here. You're all doing such amazing work for our committee and the town. This is just an exciting opportunity for us. So we're going to call this meeting to order. We're going to do the adoption of the agenda. Bessie?
Okay, it is recommended that the agenda of the Accessibility Advisory Committee dated April 16th, 2026 to be approved as circulated or to be approved as circulated. Can I have a mover?
Karen? And Sandra, seconder.
Sandra.
Thank you.
And sorry, can I have a vote, please?
Yes. All in favor?
All in favor.
Okay, carries. Thank you. Next is the disclosure of pecuniary interest. Seeing none, we'll move on. Approval of minutes. Bessie?
It is recommended that the minutes of the Accessibility Advisory Committee meeting dated March 19th, 2026 be approved as circulated. Can we have a mover? Diane, and a seconder? Sandra? Okay, and can we have a vote? Okay, carried.
Thank you so much. Deputations, none today? Okay. I was regrets for last month's meeting, and I just finished watching it, and you guys did a outstanding job. Deputations and all your feedback on the events and stuff. So I just wanted to say thank you and congratulations. That was wonderful. All right, so for working group reports, speaking of congratulations, we have the first working group report, which is the 2026 Accessibility Event Working Group. So if you'd like to give us an update on where you're at with everything, that would be wonderful. Thank you.
Okay, so our smaller subgroup has been meeting regularly, weekly, just to iron out some logistics and plans going forward. And I can let everyone know, as of to date, we have 16 vendors secured, but it's a much larger list that we're still accepting any vendor who would like to attend, because I think the invitation went out at a kind of a crazy time, March break, Easter, things like that. So I was mentioning last time that I got a few bounce backs even from the emails. So we're still collecting them, but I think we're in good shape and we're pretty happy with the 16 so far. Also, working with Mike from the communications department, the media release has been written, posted, issued to the media, so we'll see how that goes. That's on Facebook as well. And finalizing the poster for the event, just to get out into the community. Mike had sent me a draft, and I made a couple of minor changes. I'm sorry, I was hoping, I made a last-ditch effort request to possibly have them here for today, but I don't know if that's going to be possible. But as soon as I get them, I'll somehow figure out how to get them out to the community through members of this group. Certainly we can, I can bring them on Monday, hopefully, when to our smaller working group, but the members that aren't part of the working group, I'll get them to you somehow, and we can get them out in the community. And that's all I have for an update.
Oh, you go ahead.
You're not, one sec. There you go.
Could the town print out flyers and we could pick them up whenever they're ready, and then that way we could each have our own exactly, and get them out, and then that way you're not running around trying to get them to all.
Yeah, that was actually going to be one of my suggestions. Yeah, if because this is a central location that we could all come once it's ready to be picked up. Perhaps we could leave them somewhere here. I don't know how that works, but I can certainly bring them Monday if they're ready to our group.
Excuse me, but Monday would be great because, Monday would be great because Karen will be at that meeting, and we can get them to Judy somehow. So we're all, yeah. And then have some here for the rest of the committee to pick up. You can get some to Sandra, and Judy will get some to Judy.
I was going to deliver them to all the churches.
Yes, yes,
So,
yeah. So I think we can figure it out for Monday if you don't get them in time, but definitely Judy's the only one then that we need to think about. Yeah. Can I carry on with my little bit? Are you? I mean, we've all been working on this together. It's been amazing how everything's starting to come together. I'm just going to ask Diane, did you get my message that the library wants to be on it? And she's reached out and wants your information. So if you can get her email off the town website. But I can forward her email because she just wanted to know who she needed to get in touch with. And after this meeting, I'm going to IDA to find out who's going to come from the IDA pharmacy. It won't be Preet, it'll be someone else. We also talked about coming into the room. I've been over to see the senior center, and I'm going to go there the day before. And Charlie and I will set up the tables around the edge for the number of vendors we have, and then we will put circular tables in the center for the people who are coming and who maybe need to sit down. Also, they're providing a luncheon. It's $10 a person. So we're thinking 100 people, but if we think we're going to have more, we can let them know a week in advance and they will make more. So, I mean, that's $1,000 right there from our budget.
And I think you clarified it, but just in case somebody's listening, we're paying for the lunch.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, we
okay.
are.
Thank you.
Yes, it's free to the public. I probably won't eat. I think some of us said, no, we're not going to eat. We'll be too busy doing stuff. Bring your own lunch. And so Sandra and, oh my God, Karen will be sort of first as people come through. They are going to have them, give them, the first 50 people coming in will get a prize, no, what was it? The first 50 people will get a prize, right? A gift, sorry, a gift. And also a ticket, which we will rip off. One will go into a box, one will be given to the people that come in, and we will be drawing for a prize at the end of the day. Andrew is going to give us a list of all the things that the town has done with regards to accessibility. And we're going to make up a Bristol board to show people what there has been done. We're going to get in touch with the media as well, Your TV. Kelly and I are going to be meeting with James on Tuesday to put this news on for the public to watch. I'm also speaking at the Senior Center at their luncheon the end of April, and I'm speaking to the Lions, Rotary, and Probus. The merchandise that I've asked Amy for, rather than anything to do with squeezy balls or pill containers, we're going to get 50 pens and 50 pads of paper with Gravenhurst accessibility written on the front that we will give out as gifts. We decided that everybody can use a pen and a pad of paper, and that at least we're getting something that has our name on the front of it. I didn't ask her to put it on the pens. The pens would just be the Gravenhurst pens that we can get. And And what am I missing from Monday? Kelly?
I think our draw was going to be at lunchtime after the speeches, just so that people don't have to stay until the end of the day. We've reached out to a few people to be guest speakers that day, so we're still, hopefully on Monday, we'll confirm our lineup of guest speakers. What else? I don't know, there's been a lot of work going into this.
We also have people who live with a disability, I hate to use that word, but a challenge in their life. And I'm reaching out to them. I have one certain one, and the rest I'm waiting for phone calls from them. But I have one who's definitely going to come and speak to her loss of sight. And then I have one for hearing, one in a wheelchair, and another one, loss of sight. So I think if they all come, we'll have 5. And I keep thinking of things that we talked about. Yeah.
Just sort of boring logistics stuff about securing a microphone and a podium and things that need to, I know you've been working on that, but yeah, kind of event type stuff. But yeah, we're making progress.
You guys rock. That's amazing. I'm sorry, Sandra, go right ahead.
Penny, have you firmed up the food? Yes. I was talking to Lynn yesterday, and she didn't know.
I spoke to her the day before. Isn't that funny? Lynn Quinnell.
She hadn't confirmed what you were serving.
Oh, because I just said vegetables, sandwiches, cookies, tea and coffee. And they would keep the tea and coffee going, even after all the food's gone. They will keep the tea and coffee going till 2, because we're there 10 to 2. Oh, that's funny, because I
I
did.
just wanted to mention that.
Okay,
in
I
case you
will
wanted
check
to
with her
confirm
again.
with her.
Okay, thank you.
And that brings up a good point. Anything that you've already secured, I would suggest you do a round trip with that organization person. Just make sure that they have it on their agenda, that we're good to go and all that stuff, yeah. So it's always good. It's one of those trust but verify, right, things. I was also wondering if and I'm not looking at a lot of time, but if somebody could do a sketch out of what the room's going to look like as far as where the furniture is going to go, or if you've already done that with the senior center. Okay, so you've got that with them. Do we have a copy of this stuff, though? So if we go to the senior center and they go, well, I don't know what you're talking about. Do we have a copy? You guys have a copy on
Well, Lynn has it. Lynn, who's the chair,
Uh-huh.
she has it all.
Okay.
I mean,
But do we have a copy for our record so that when we're talking to her or someone, we can say, no, see on page 3 where we're looking for this or that?
well, I'm just going to be there the day before with Charlie, who's going to set up the tables, and they know I'm coming.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think everything's covered that way. I don't
Okay.
think I need to.
I'll be there for setup as
Yeah.
well, so.
Yeah, I don't think we need to actually have a piece of paper with it on, because I'm waiting to see how many vendors that we have, and that will depend on how we
Set it
handle
up.
the day before, yeah.
Yeah, for
But no, it's all very organized.
No, I'm not doubting it. It's just,
Yeah.
I'm just asking questions.
Yeah,
Diane, you said you have 16 vendors confirmed. How much room do you have for more vendors?
Well, Penny can clarify, but I think we were trying for 20.
Okay.
If we get a little more, that'd be okay. If we can, again, to your point about the tables and et cetera. But yes, and I am expecting, because as Penny has mentioned, I haven't set things like, sorry, who did you mention? The library, right? I haven't put her on as confirmed yet because we haven't touched base. So it's likely even more than 16 at this point.
Okay,
is great.
great.
Oh, may I also mention, I don't know, should we mention that our dignitaries, an invitation have gone out to the local dignitaries. We've received some confirmations from them as well, but again, still waiting to hear if some other dignitaries will be attending, and they're obviously welcome to say a few words. Pardon?
Did we need support with that?
Kelly, can you turn your microphone on, please? So we can all hear?
Was just wondering if we needed support following up, because there was a couple people who haven't responded.
Right. And I
we
was.
weren't sure the proper channels to.
Exactly, and I
Reach
was
out
going to
again.
reach out to Jonathan or Lindsay and just wonder the protocol for that, to do a follow-up, because I know we gave them a bit of a deadline. I don't know, do you do that? No.
Does Bessie do that? No.
Normally, when you send out an invitation to dignitaries, you don't want to poke them too much. They probably would have received it. So we don't usually say, hey, respond. But, yeah, if you want to informally go to their offices or to their emails, you can always do it that way. Just the town probably won't necessarily be poking them.
Right, yeah, I agree. So I guess an ask would be for anyone in part of this committee that knows, sits on the district accessibility, and I think, Kelly, you said you were at the Bracebridge. Yeah, so I can send a list.
How about offline, just let me know who I need to inquire about.
Absolutely, yeah, that'd be great, and then I think we've got our bases covered, so.
So can you just let them know who we have now that we know are coming?
Absolutely. Well, confirmed, we have Mayor Maloney from Bracebridge and Councillor Bowie from Bracebridge, who is also chair of the Accessibility Committee. And then, of course, members of council from Gravenhurst, Mayor Lawrence, and yourself. And I actually haven't really heard any confirmation from other councillors of Gravenhurst yet.
It has gone out to all the counselors.
I just haven't heard back from them. Oh, and to your point, I know we wanted to extend an invitation. She wasn't included in the first round, but the chair of Huntsville's Accessibility Committee. I sent an email to Lindsay here asking her if she could, or Jonathan? Yep, okay.
Lindsay forwarded it to me, and we've actually since sent it to Miss Sutherland, or sorry, Dion, I forgot her last name. Schumacher. It's been sent.
Great.
I do have another request, and maybe this is something, again, you're already doing. As far as the day of the event goes, do we have a, this is what's going to happen around this time, and this is who's going to speak, and all that sort of stuff?
Yeah, we had spoken about that on our weekly meetings, and yeah, just sort of an agenda of the day and whatnot, so people know what to expect, and maybe a layout when we do have the vendors confirmed, just to maybe list them out, so if someone wants to go to a specific table, et cetera. And then I think, again, with logistics, we were working out with our table, which was, we volunteered Sandra and Karen to sit at. And they're going to be greeting people, talking about the day and counting how many people are coming through and et cetera, things like that.
And we also want to, we've asked Karen and Sandra if at the end, when people are leaving, to ask what they felt about it. Did they feel that it was successful? Did they think it was something that we could do again? So that we have something to tie up at the end of the event. Yeah. Well, we decided that people will, we actually thought a verbal thing was better. We discussed about having something written, but a lot of people take those things and then they never fill them out. So we decided if, I can help them as well to talk to people as they're leaving to say, how do you feel? Do you think this is something that we should do on a regular basis, or do you think this is maybe every other year or something to that effect, or every election year, something like that, that you don't want to wear it out by doing too many times. And and I'm sort of going to be the MC, and I'd like to introduce you so that you could introduce, well, you can introduce the committee. Would you be happy to do that?
introduce
Thank
the
you.
committee.
Okay,
Public speaking is not my forte.
that's okay.
Thank you.
And then we actually will figure out, as we know who the dignitaries are, we will put them in, however, probably Heidi will be first and then go down. Heidi and then maybe Jeff Lehman if he's coming. We haven't heard from him yet. But we will go down the list. And then we will have the people who are willing to talk about their needs. And then that's it. So we'll just tell them they talk for like a minute, if that. But it won't be a lengthy thing.
This may or may not work, but one thing came to my mind is, I love politicians, they do amazing work, but if I have to listen to 5 or 6 of them all in a row, it kind of gets blurry. It might be good to stagger a politician with somebody with a life story if you want to, or
I didn't
somewhere.
want to, I felt like, let's get the dignitaries out of the way. That was the thing. And they're only going to talk, they're not going to talk. I think they're only going to just say, they're glad to have come and thank you for asking. And I think this is a great event and blah, blah, blah. I really don't think that they'll go into a long, lengthy thing.
That's fine. I'm just
Yeah.
putting a thought out there
Yeah.
that we're here
Yeah.
for the people who have accessibility
Yes,
needs, and
no,
maybe
absolutely.
we should
Yeah.
prioritize them in
Yeah.
some way.
Well, I'll think about that. We'll think about that at our meeting. Yeah.
Anything else? And by the way, Karen and Sandra, they will not be sitting at a table. They will be out and around and talking to people and grabbing people and doing all kinds of fun stuff.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jonathan.
Just in terms of I'll be there, and I can be there for whatever purpose you'd like me to be there, via floater or whatever, but if nowhere other place, I'll probably be with Andrew, just to give him some support in terms of being able to provide some information regarding
That's great.
accessibility. So, yeah, but if, of course, you ever need to get a runner, I'm happy to provide my services with long legs.
Would you be able to find out, in terms of the board that we're going to create, like, will Andrew put that together, or
No,
do you
we're
want me to gather?
We're putting it together.
You are.
Yeah. Yeah, he's giving us a list. And then he's giving us a list of the things, and Sandra and Karen are putting that together. Yeah. On Bristol board, the Bristol board. Yeah. I discussed that with Karen and.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
It might be more professional if you do it.
Well, I just,
No, it was just that he was going to give us a list. I don't want to put that on Andrew's shoulders. Just to get him there is great.
absolutely. Okay, if we can have the list and maybe some photos, maybe we could
Yeah,
get like a signboard or something created where it's a little bit more.
but I just think it's for their table, so people can see, or for your table, I'm sorry, that Andrew can speak to some of these things, because people might not know what a Moby mat.
Moby mat and
Moby mat
absolutely.
is,
yep.
and that, they can discuss those sorts of things, yeah.
So what if, Kelly, you kind of help us create something that might be visually stimulating that maybe we can then take forward into the farmer's market or something like that too as we go forward with?
Yeah, if I have the stuff sooner than later, absolutely, we can
Okay,
put something together.
okay, thanks.
I can check and see what the list is and whether we have any photos. Moby Mat shouldn't be an issue with the other
Or even like the
projects.
drawings of the
Schematic,
new pathway or the ramp going down to the beach. Like, I think things like that, like have what we've done and then kind of some
Visual.
up and coming improvements, so.
Yep.
Be great.
And I want to say a special shout out to Andrew for helping us with all of this. Thank you. Are we ready to move on? I don't believe we have an update for advocacy and education. We're focusing our efforts on the accessibility events, so we'll move on. The District Accessibility Advisory Committee has not met yet, so we'll move on. Community living, Kelly.
May is Community Living Month, so we have a lot of activities going on. We are starting it off with our joint flag raising with this committee, May 1st, at 9:30. And I'm going to approach Tim Hortons again in Gravenhurst. Hopefully they will donate coffee and refreshments again, and we can have a little social here after. So hopefully everyone can attend. We'll be running a 50-50 draw from May 1st to June 3rd. We are doing a flag raising in Bracebridge on May 4th. We have one in Township of Muskoka Lakes. I'm not 100% sure the date yet. And then we have our annual pancake breakfast Friday, May 8th, from 7 till 9 out at Morrison Meadows.
Sorry, Kelly, can I ask what time of the, May 1st is the flag raising?
9:30.
9:30? Okay. That's also the beginning of nominations for municipal elections, so it might get a little crazy in here.
Maybe we'll have lots of people join us for coffee.
Yeah.
Perfect.
We good? Thank you so much, Kelly. I enjoyed the breakfast last year, so I'm going to try to attend this year again, too. Thank you. Gravenhurst Trails Committee, we've got no report. We're missing Judy today. She gave a great report last year about signage changes, and it sounded like they were aligned with accessibility needs really well. Any unfinished business? Any new business? Yes. Go ahead, Jonathan.
So I want to give you guys an update regarding the pilot project for the wayfinding. A lot has happened over the last 2 months, and I thought I'd bring everybody up to speed. A lot has been happening in the background. So beginning in mid-February, I got the word that we would be able to sole source CNIB to conduct the project, both the wayfinding pilot project and the audit of the public areas of Town Hall. So when I got word of that, I reached out to them, and they since later on that month provided a statement of work for what would they be to accomplish. And quickly after our March meeting, they asked for us to, if they can come in March 27th to install the beacons for the pilot project. And sure enough, they came in, everything is finished. So we are essentially go live for the pilot project in Town Hall. If you actually walk into the vestibule outside these doors, you should see a little white box just over the door if you're tall enough like me. Otherwise, you can always go into the hallway and be able to see it there. So all the beacons are set up. So we're ready to go. Now, saying that, we wanted to have a go public date. So have a nice little event to be able to advertise and showcase the capabilities to the public as well as to the media, those who like to attend. I have spoke with our communications specialist, or now our marketing and engagement manager, Mike, to develop a media release. And we're going to get one out on April 30th. So the idea is to have one media release to be the catch-all document to let the public know about the pilot project, why it's there, how to use it, but also to advertise for the events that we're looking to have for the go public date. And we figure that it probably would be good to do it within May because May is Accessibility Month. It follows along with the event that we have on May 7th and the flag raising we have on May 1st. So the idea, we also wanted to give some leeway with the news release going on April 30th. And me and Mike thought of the best day to have it would be May 21st. So that was also the date of the next meeting of this committee at 3 o'clock. What I was thinking is, or what we were thinking is, the event to be held around 1 p.m., showcase it to the public, have all the hoopla about the information and the service, and afterwards we roll into a committee meeting. Just wanted to field that out there. If you guys are open to having it at that time, if you guys are available, we'd love to have you come, as many as possibly can, to be able to schmooze. And also, I'd like to have a speaker be there, looking at you, as chair of the committee, to provide at least some introductory remarks, or at least have a say with the media interview. about the project. Nothing really formal, like with a podium or anything like that, but more so just to have like a walkthrough of the.
Don't I get to wear a
Service.
gown or anything like that? No.
No, no. We're working out details with respect to CNIB's participation because of their fantastic work with us and supporting us for the entire project, whether they be physically here to provide either information on the service or just to provide some commentary on their part. We're figuring that out. So knowing what dates, or the date of May 21st, if everyone or majority of you are okay for that time to be able to come and participate, so we'd love to have you.
All right, questions? So it would be good to give us, remind us in an email, please, about the project, about the app that we're supposed to get, and if we have friends, family, et cetera, that might be interested in trying it out, because you said it's live now, right?
So it's live. I still would like to do a test because we actually had a problem with them staying on the walls. They have fallen down a couple times. So I'd like to conduct a test to make sure and be sure that before the go live dates that the shooting work. So pause on having people come in and running with it, but I will let you know once the test is completed that it's good to go if you'd like to do one yourselves personally or
Okay,
with your friends.
all right, with our friends, but nothing public.
Please.
Yes, okay, all right. You guys good with that? Okay. All right, that's very exciting, and you all remember we spent a lot of time on this project before, and special shout out to Jonathan for leading us in this process and getting us this far, and certainly CNIB has been an amazing partner for sure, so thank you. All right, any correspondence? None. I guess it's time to adjourn the meeting. So our next meeting date, as we've heard already, is Thursday, May the 21st at 3 o'clock here in the chambers. And if there's nothing further, we are going to ask Bessie to stop the recording. Thank you.
Sure.
Oh, I'm sorry. May I have a vote to adjourn, please? Everybody's reminding me. May I have a mover and a seconder to adjourn? Karen and Sandra, and all those in favor of adjourning the meeting. Thank you so much.
Bessie, will you let us know